What it do? It's your boy T Simmons, and this is Let's Smoke One the podcast. Well, we put it in the air where it's fair, and we does it like we does it, man. And I like to thank you guys for tuning in today, man. And we got a real good episode today. Uh, it's a topic that's just simple and plain, but it's the truth, though. It's the truth. It's something that you probably went through, or your mama, your daddy, and them had to go through it with you. You know what I'm saying? Now you might be going through the same thing with your kid, and we're gonna go ahead and discuss it and talk about it today, man. Because some makes a big deal about it, then some just it's not nothing big to. So I want to know what you think, and today's topic is. What would you think? Let me see. What would you do if your teenage kid smoked bud? What would you do? If they was in high school or even middle school, you know what I'm saying? And they came to you and said, Mom, Dad, I smoke bud. I smoke oil, I eat edibles, and they like 16, 15, 17. You know what I'm saying? What would you do? Would you go ahead and go berserk? Would you snap on them? Or would you set them down and hear them out and discuss with them the trials and tribulations and the consequences of smoking marijuana underage? You know what I'm saying? You'll want to go ahead and discuss the good and the bad with them. That's just my thing. I just think like you have to, man. You have to let them know. It ought to, no matter what your feelings is about it, you know what I'm saying, you'll have to let them know the truth on the consequences, really, though, and especially being underage, because here in Washington, you have to be 21 to go into a rec shop and buy cannabis, you know what I'm saying, because it's legal here statewide, but you still can't go purchase it at 18, 20. So if your teenage kid was vaping, how would you handle it? Because we in our family just went through something like this, so I know how I would handle it. And everybody is different, you know what I'm saying? Because some people feel tough love is how you will go, because you just really don't want you don't want your kids going through the things you went through, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the cannabis. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna just tell you what I would do. And then you can send me in your comments what you would do, and just let me know, man, because I would love to know how you would handle it. I wouldn't have handled it like an adult. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was mad, I would still explain to them how smoking and using cannabis, drinking, any of that could ruin your high school career, your college career, your professional career. And the reason I say that is, as a teenager, underage, if you're with your friends and y'all blazing up a blunt are doing some oil, right? And you're just minding your business and you're just having a great time, right? But the police catch you guys, pull you guys over, find the pot, right? They find the bud. And they decide to charge you with that, right? They charge you with a misdemeanor possession of cannabis, right? Or minor under possession. Whatever they decide to charge you with, right? It might be just a misdemeanor. All depends how much you have. But don't you know, if you get caught as a teenager or as someone underage, that goes on your record, and as a college, hopefully it'll be better by the time, in a few years, you know what I'm saying? But as of now, if you get caught as a teenager, you get it on your record, you go to jail. Now, if you're a student that respect your education, and you got plans of going higher in your education, you might ruin your opportunity to go to a college if you're smoking in high school and in elementary school. You know what I'm saying? It all depends what kind of high school. If you get caught in elementary, what kind of high school? It all depends what your goals are, and your family goals are, your parents' goals are for you. Mainly your goals you have for yourself. Because at 17, if you're going to school and you get caught smoking some dro, and it ain't nothing like you might say, you know what I'm saying? Because we all done it. Now parents, we know when we was young, if you smoked the cannabis, you know the age you started. I started at 10 years old. I started my first joint I ever had. It was a blunt, actually, with one of the big homies, and I was like about 10 years old. So I understand that it will be done, but there's still consequences, because I know when I was young, I got caught early upon in my life, and it played a part on how successful I was in life, man, because I got caught 1, 2, 3, boom, 4, whatever many times, right? And then it start evolving into your, unless you change. But if you get caught up when you're young, it might interrupt your college career. And if it interrupts your college career, your education, then it might interrupt your professional career. It all depends what you want, what you're looking for in life. Some people will say, well, if I get caught up in high school and I lose my college career and everything that got to do with education, I build my own business. Yes, and you can't do that. You can't do that. And when you decide to do your own thing, can't nobody tell you how to move. But I'm talking about as a underage person that's like in their teens. You know what I'm saying? You can ruin your career. You can ruin your high school, your college. If you play sports and you try to go somewhere far as to the next level, far as college and then to the pros, I advise any kid to wait till they're of age to go ahead and experiment or get into smoking drugs. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna cuss them out. I'm not gonna be mean to them. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna grill them. I'm just gonna come with the reality. Yeah, your dad smoked the weed at this age. Yeah, I done it when I was in high school. I don't think it's cool just because I done it, because I know what it did to me and in my journey, far as being a youngster smoking weed. That's just how I would have to tell them. I would tell them that I don't regret anything, but I wish I made better decisions. I would let them know that. I wouldn't hold that back. I would let them know that. I would let them know that you're not missing anything. Uh, you can wait till you're an adult and you can make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because we know as a kid, you don't make the best decisions. Sometimes you make foolish decisions as a youngster, decisions that you might not make as an adult. So give it some time. That's what I would tell them. If you just gonna do it, let me know and be honest with your parents, be honest with me, be honest with your mother. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to hear things like that from other people. You rather know if somebody came to me, that's me. If somebody came to me and said, yeah, you know your son or you know your daughter smoked weed, you know, I want to be able to know that before they tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Because just as a parent, I just feel real respected at least. I might not like your decision. I might think your decision is not the right decision or the right decision, but I want to be able to make that decision. I want to be able to make that decision on my own, and I don't want nobody else be able to tell me about my kids and what they doing and what they think is they doing wrong before I know it. You know, it's just disrespectful. So I tell any kid, be honest with your parents, let them know what's cracking. Don't hold back, you know what I'm saying? Whether you feel you're gonna get in trouble or not, whether you feel that it's wrong or not, you know it's wrong, but at least be honest with your folks, let them know. So if anything ever happened, you know what I'm saying, something go wrong, you know what I'm saying, they know exactly what time it is with their baby, you know what I'm saying, because that's all it is with us, Mike. But me, I think I said this in a podcast before. Just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it. You know, I smoke right now, and this podcast here is a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the undertone of the podcast. Let's smoke one, put it in the air where it's fair. You know what I'm saying? Blaze something up, light something up. That's what we do because we're adults and we're old enough to do that. Now, if that's like drinking. If you're old enough to drink, no one can tell you what to do and how to enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? And what to do to make you feel better. But as a shorty that's working on their life and working on their career and their education and just their journey, I say leave it out your life till you're old enough. And when I mean old enough, not old enough to handle it, not saying you can't handle it, just old enough to where it can't get you in no trouble. It's legal for you to do. Because the first thing you get into some shit, go to jail for minor in possession of cannabis or possession of cannabis, whatever charge they give you, it'll mess your life up, man. It'll give you that strike. Alcohol will do the same, you know what I'm saying? So, and you know how cannabis got that stigma. It's slowly going away. It's going away. That's why we do podcasts like this, so we can get that stigma off the plant. But as a shorty, and if it's illegal, I advise you guys not to do it. And if you just gotta go ahead and that's just what you're doing, and nobody can tell you what to do, at least be honest with your folks, man. Let your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, your grandpa, whoever's in charge of you, your guardian, or protecting you, being the one who taking care of you, let them know what's happening. Always be honest with them, man. Man, yeah, man. Cause I couldn't do it, man. Cause I know when I was a kid, I was, like I said, I was like 10 years old, man. The big homie Greg, man. The first blood I ever met, and he was on the East Coast. The first blood, man, and that was like when I was 10. So that's how far that blood gang go. A lot of people try to say it ain't been gang banging on the East Coast for too long, but I know when I was like 10, 11, that's when I first met the first blood that I ever met, and that was and the blood set is a California set. That's California gang. But I met my first blood, and I lived in Seattle. Met my first blood, and that nigga turned me on to a blunt. They called him an L. Like I said last time, they call him an L. You know what I'm saying? And we at the park, you know what I'm saying? Back then, I was, yeah. And I hit that shit, choke like a big dog. So I understand. You know what I'm saying? It's the plant. It's a beautiful thing. But always be honest or just don't do it. If you just can't be honest with your folks, don't do it. Because that means you're doing something you think is wrong. If you think it's right, you know it's right, and it's right for you, be honest with your mom, your dad, your granny, your grandpa, whoever's your guardian, your auntie, your uncle, whoever's watching you, taking care of you. At least be honest with them. But yeah, man, this is Let's Smoke on the podcast, man. Let's Smoke One, the podcast, man. Still in the YouTube channel, man. Y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, leave a comment. That'll be dope. And yeah, y'all go ahead and help me build this audience up for this podcast, man. Y'all, we need this podcast. We just building these numbers up, getting these numbers together, and we just coming with topics that's everyday things, man. Everyday life, man. Things we go through as adults, things we probably went through as kids, but now we got a platform where we can sit and chop it up and do it like that, man. So I just, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna go ahead and drop this podcast, man, and put this up on YouTube tonight. Do a little bit of editing. Yeah. Man, when was you? How older was you when you started smoking? Man, I know a lot of people. I know a few people that started real late in life. And yeah. But the average weed smoker the average person least tried weed when they was a teenager. I'm pretty sure that was the first time they tried it. 14, 15, 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? Those was the ages where you was like experimenting, you know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't nothing too heavy, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was into all the more other type of exotic drugs. Cannabis just was the thing to do, you know what I'm saying? So as a teenager, we did it, and as a parent, you have to at least understand what the youths are going through. So I wouldn't be too harsh on them, you know what I'm saying? But I at least let them know the negative part, the negative side. You know what I'm saying? The things that could happen to you and happen to your career and your education and your schooling and things of that nature if you get caught smoking too early, you know what I'm saying? And that'll be underage. So even though it'll be cool, and some parents even smoke with their kids. Don't get me wrong. I done ran across plenty times where a person's kid will come in the house 15, 16, 17 years old, and they'll blaze up a blunt like it ain't nothing and get to smoking with their parents. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Me, I couldn't be that parent, man. That was never my thing. I learned that I learned my kids was smoking weed early and as teenagers. You know what I'm saying? And I chopped it up with them, but I never took it too far as trying to grill them or scold them. And you know what I'm saying? I just told them what it is and what it can do to your life. You know what I'm saying? Smoking it too early. You know what I'm saying? And I never wanted to smoke no blunt with them. They never got disrespectful to where they tried to smoke no weed with me or offered to smoke no weed with me. That's one thing I say, that my kids was more respectable. So that's why the transition of homie to dad, dad to homie was so easy because I understood them and they were so honest with me. I ain't smoked no weed with my kids until first joint I smoked with my son. He was like 20, about 22, 22, 23, 22, 23 in that age. Explode with him because he was a grown man and he was able to make his decisions. And I'm not against him smoking weed. I'm just against doing it too early. I'm not with that. So, and then my daughter was about the same, because they all blue, man. Kids of the day, man, vape carts, oils, oils are the dabs. The edibles, they not too keen on the edibles, and the flower, it's popular, man, and that's what's going on, man. So you can't be too tough on them, but you can't be too lenient on them neither, because if you don't show no concern, they might be willing to lie to you, willing to try other things, not be so honest with you. You want your babies to be honest with you. Let you know what's going on in their lives, no matter how hard it's going to be on them to tell you, how much it's going to hurt, how much they're going to get in trouble, they feel might get in trouble. Don't matter. At least they could come out and be honest with you, and that's what you want. So yeah, man, this is Let's Smoke on the podcast, man. I just thought I'd go ahead and just do it like this, man, and hopefully it came out. I'm going to go check out my video, check out my audio, man, see what happened, man. Think this is a keeper, man, you know what I'm saying? You guys be understanding, man. Be understanding with these kids, man. Don't move too fast, you know what I'm saying? Because you might scare them off. You might scare them. If you go too fast with it, you might scare them to lying to you. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be honest with them so they can be honest with you. You don't want to be too soft, though. You don't want to be no pushover. But you don't want to be no animal neither, because those are your kids, your nephews, your nieces. You know what I'm saying? So you want to bring them up the right way. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to scar them. You don't want to push them into anything. So you want to be gentle with their minds, man, and with their feelings. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be too soft, like I say. You want to go hard in the paint if you have to go hard in the paint. And let them know you'll go hard in the paint if they drive you to go hard in the paint. But you also let them live, though, too, so they can go ahead and fight another day and learn from their mistakes. So, and this is what it is over this side, man. This is what we doing. We just coming with some real things, man, some good topics, man, I hope. And if you got any topics out there, man, you want to talk about, anything you're going through with your, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, it ain't got to be what you're going through. It's what you're doing, how you're loving it, how it is, how it made you laugh, how it made you cry, how it educated you, whatever it was, man. Just bring it to the black table, man, so we can chop it up, man, because that's what we do. That's what your boy T. Simmons is all about, man. I'm gonna have my co-host, man. We're gonna have some great guests on the show, man. We out of Seattle, Washington. We doing this thing international though, so I appreciate everybody that been tuning in, that been supporting what we got going on. We promise you more and greater content. So you guys just stick with your guy, man. We're gonna stay fly like that, man. We're gonna stay smoky, smoky, choky, choky, and we're gonna bring you the things that, like I say, that's gonna either make you laugh, it's either gonna make you cry, or it's gonna educate you, man. So we're gonna be family and we're gonna be friends. That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So y'all share this, y'all like this, man. Y'all can go over to my TikTok. I even be doing little TikToks and little drops. Y'all can go over there at Stems TV 206. That's on TikTok. You can come to my Instagram. Check out some of the little things I'll be doing when I'm over at some of the shops I'll be going in and out and showing some little products here and there over on Instagram. That is Stems_TV. That's STEMS_TV. Y'all check it out. Man, y'all can get at me at King Stems over there on Twitter, man. Just check me out, man. And leave me a little comment on the group over there at Stems Go to Marijuana Group on Facebook, man. Just tap in, man. And you already know the podcast, Anchor.fm, Google, iTunes, Spotify, and whatever else you go to, man. That's where we at. That's Let's Smoke on the podcast, man. Y'all, thank you for tuning in, man, and giving me this opportunity to go ahead and chop it up, man. And like I said, man, I'll be bringing more content to you, man. Y'all go ahead and fuck with your boy T Simmons, man. We about to put one in the air like it ain't fair, man. Thank you guys, man. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all go out and oh yeah. Before I go, man, y'all can go ahead and get some STEM merch. Get you a t-shirt, get you a beanie cap, get you some tank tops. You know what I'm saying? I got the weed jars still. We brought them back. We got the weed jars to keep your weed and your product nice and fresh. You know what I'm saying? Just get at me, man. And I'll go ahead and drop you off that thing, man. It's your boy T Sims, man. That's Stems TV.